Right, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about a travel influencer who has recently received a bunch of backlash because of a video that they posted. Now, the main person to be aware of here is Matilda on the Map, who is a solo traveller. And she's recently posted a bunch of videos in a bunch of different countries. Now, the most recent place that Matilda's visited is Bali, and she's been posting like multiple videos whilst spending time in Bali.
Can't believe they're building that stupid elevator.
Destroy natural beauty because profit is clearly more important than that. I guess money rules the world.
But the most recent video that Matilda uploaded is the one that went viral and received a bunch of backlash. It's where she goes to visit the Lempiang Temple, hopefully I pronounced that right. It's a Hindu holy temple, it's a place of worship, but a bunch of like tourists and also like influencers in this case go to the temple specifically because there's like a famous picture that everyone takes. Like pictures like this, for example. So this I believe is called the Gates of Heaven. You can see this beautiful background of like the mountain, and like I said, a lot of people take pictures here. And Matilda decided to post a video visiting the temple, and as you can tell straight away, she's not exactly impressed.
So I'm visiting Bali's most famous temple, and it is literally the most underwhelming thing I've ever seen. It is literally just this. Like, this is the famous view.
Okay, so a couple of things off the bat. So there's some text on screen saying Bali's most famous temple is a scam in capital letters. And I guess the reason why she's calling it a scam is because she was underwhelmed by it. She thought it would look better, I guess. I mean, she does literally turn the camera around and says, that is literally it. It's quite ironic because when she does start the video, you can see this like beautiful architecture in the background. Like, this looks incredible what's behind her. But you can kind of see where this video's going, right? Clearly, Matilda's not impressed with her experience at the temple. And with this being a place of worship, it's been around for over 1,000 years. Also, Matilda's in a different country, right? She's traveling, so a lot of people are seeing this video as her disrespecting the culture. But we will get to the specific response that we're going to see from like the comment section and a bunch of response videos as well. But first, the video carries on. Matilda goes on to talk about how you have to wait in a queue to be able to take a picture here, and you might be waiting hours.
This is the famous view. People are literally waiting in the shade for hours. I have number 304, and they just called number 194. I'm gonna be here forever. It is 1:14, and there are exactly 100 people in front of me. Let's see how long it takes until I'm able to get my picture. So I've been waiting for about an hour and a half, and there's only 30 people left in front of me. So I'm going to journal a little while waiting. 304, please. So after waiting for 2 hours, I finally got my picture, and I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
Okay, so that's the video, right? Clearly not overly happy with her experience, even though she decided to wait for multiple hours to be able to take the picture. And looking at the comment section on this re-upload, because the original video has actually been removed, you can kind of see what the response was like even on the original video. There's a lot of comments like this one saying you were embarrassing, I put it on mute and enjoyed the beautiful background. Can you imagine what she wrote in a journal if this is what she thought was appropriate to say publicly? Also imagine choosing to sit there and journal instead of taking those hours to explore and absorb the majestic, spectacular, overwhelming architecture and landscape. Shame on you, appreciate the history, culture, and show some respect. Girls, so disrespectful, wow, the audacity. But it's not just the comment section, it's a bunch of response videos as well. Now, a very reoccurring person on this channel, it seems recently, is actually Daddy Snacks. And he actually made a video talking about this by explaining that this temple has been around for over 1,000 years and questions how it could possibly be a scam.
So a 1,000-year-old place of worship is apparently a scam because, oh my god, you guys, I had to wait 2 hours to recreate this Instagram photo. And this temple has like 3 rules for visitors, one of which is to speak respectfully, which I guess is too much to ask from someone who is a full-time travel influencer.
And then he goes on to end the video by saying that if you can't respect the cultures of places that you visit, maybe you shouldn't be visiting them.
If you can't respect the people and the cultures of the places that you visit, maybe don't go there, and definitely don't film it.
Now, Daddy Snacks definitely wasn't the only person who made a video on this. I mean, like I said, I was literally scrolling down my For You page, and it felt like every other video there was someone kind of talking about this. I mean, for example, another person who spoke about this is Jan Vincent Gonzalez, and this is what he had to say.
This is coming from Matilda, who is a full-time travel influencer that is traveling the world on $30 a day. Imagine going to the Lempiang Temple and thinking it's the most underwhelming thing after it lasting for over 1,000 years. She herself is blaming mass tourism for the changes that are happening within these locations.
I can't believe they're building that stupid elevator. Destroy natural beauty because profit is clearly more important.
Because you yourself think that you're not privy to these stereotypes and microaggressions that you're totally doing right now in other people's countries. Because Matilda, not everyone has the opportunity to be able to do stuff like this. Sometimes it's not even a financial issue. Sometimes you being able to move through the world as a white woman, thinking that the sole purpose of places of worship are for your entertainment, might also play into a key factor of all of your content. And since a lot has happened, maybe you take that time to reflect and see how your actions are affecting the whole grand scheme of tourism, especially in countries that you are not fully well-versed on or understand.
Now, we do actually have a response from Matilda coming up. Like I mentioned, she did end up taking down the video, but we do actually have another example of the type of videos people were making in response, because it wasn't just videos of people kind of giving their thoughts on it as well. There was a lot of people also making like skits surrounding it. Like, for example, a user here called Reed Choi, who has 7.2 million followers.
I just visited Bali's most famous temple, and it is the most underwhelming thing I've ever seen. It is such a scam. I waited 3 hours to get my photo, and I'm getting the hell out of here.
Okay, so you're entitled to your opinion, but can I just ask, have you done any research on the place that you just visited?
No. Okay, so the temple is over 1,000 years old, and if you just did some research, I feel like you might find a lot of interesting facts about it. I don't want to do that. Okay, you call yourself a travel influencer, but you do know there's more to that than just taking photos, right? You want to appreciate and respect the cultures of the places that you're going and educate yourself, as well as your followers, instead of just being some type of weird parasite. You know what? You're right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a video insulting this religious site that's sacred to this country and talk about how underwhelming everything was and how I had to wait really long in line to take the photo that I wanted and then got the hell out of there because of how boring it was.
Yeah, so I think it's fair to say, people weren't exactly big fans of Matilda's video. Now, the original video remained up for a little bit. In fact, when I was first made aware of this situation, the video was still up. And I'm assuming 2 days ago, as I'm recording this right now, is when the video was taken down, because that is also when this statement was posted. So this is what Matilda had to say. She says, "I apologise for posting the Gates of Heaven temple video, which I have now deleted, and I realise how disrespectful it was to call it a scam. I realised the underwhelming feeling I had came from my lack of research of the place's cultural and religious importance." This is a part of the statement that a lot of people reference, you know, saying like that she was unaware of the place's like religious importance. A lot of people point out the fact that it's called the Gates of Heaven. "I will definitely be more careful next time I travel to religious places like these. Thank you for your insights in the video, and again, I truly apologise." Yeah, so the statement's posted, Matilda apologises, but it looks like in the comment section, people aren't exactly buying it. I mean, there's a bunch of comments like this one saying, "Wait, but what did you think was going to happen at a temple?" Matilda actually commented on it saying, "I also realised I was in the wrong for waiting so long before deleting the video. Sorry, everyone." A comment here saying, "You did nothing wrong. Temples should have been built thousands of years ago with your Instagram in mind. It's your world, queen." Like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of comments like this one saying it's called the Gates of Heaven and you didn't realise the religious significance. Okay. And again, first of all, Gates of Heaven temple, here is a good hint. And a bunch more comments like this one saying, "Did you think a temple would be like Universal Studios or something?" And that's kind of where we're at with this situation. So bearing everything in mind with the original video, the responses, obviously we've got Matilda's response here. Let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. Do you think the reaction was justified? Do you not? Just let me know all your thoughts in the comments, and I'm going to leave it there. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new. Also, if you're interested in some other content, me and Emily have a channel where we post vlogs. If you're interested in that, that's linked in the description. And yeah, until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.